Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and this week I'm going to make a burger. Not any old burger, I'm going to make a lamb burger with a kind of minty, yogurty thing, dressing, which is probably identical to the Greek tzatziki. So I've got no stories about this whatsoever other than it's something that I will enjoy immensely and makes change for the old beef burger. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And here we go. Lamb burger with minty yogurt sauce. Oh yeah. Alright, ingredients for the burger patties. I've got some lamb, I've got a medium onion, half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of white pepper and a teaspoon of rosemary. So this is more than I need. This is 900 grams and this is rolled lamb breast. As you can see, it's got a nice amount of fat on it. If you can find ready minced lamb, go for that, but make sure it's not lean. You want about 20% fat. So I'm just going to make two burgers, so I'll use about 300 grams of that, so it's 150 grams for each burger. We'll just weigh that. 320 grams, close enough. So that'll go in the fridge for another day. Okay, I'll just chop this into bits that'll go through the mincer. And peel the onion. Okay, so I've got the thing, and I'll just turn it into a mincer thing. I've got a medium plate on there. And I'll just push everything through. Alright, there's the mince, so let's just add, let's add the seasoning. Half teaspoon of white pepper, half teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of rosemary. And just mix that really well. There we go, and yes, you do have to use your hands really. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge to rest while I make the minty yogurt thing. For the minty yogurt sauce, you want half a cucumber, you want a lot of mint, and you want some thick yogurt. Greek yogurt is perfect. So what we need to do is cut the cucumber in half and scrape out the seeds from the middle because these are very watery. And then dice the cucumber. You could also peel it if you wanted to, but I'm not that bothered. Pop the chopped cucumber into a bowl. Or all over the table, doesn't really matter. And now we'll finally chop the mint. So you can roll, 3 or 4 leaves together and then just cut them into like ribbons. That goes in a bowl with the cucumber. And then a few spoonfuls of the yogurt. You could whiz that into like a very smooth sauce in a blender if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. Sharp and cool, yeah. and crunchy. Don't tell Mrs. KeefCooks, but I'm going to add a little pinch of salt to that. That's nice. Right, before I cook the burgers, I'm going to prep the sort of toppings. So I've got a nice big tomato. Got a little gem lettuce. I've got some radishes, which I almost never use. In fact, I didn't buy them. Mrs. KeefCooks bought them. So I think that'll give it a nice peppery flavour, even more crunch. Oh, actually I need to cut my buns in half. They're not buns, they are Lancashire oven bottom muffins. And yeah, also English muffins is what you want, not the cakey things. And so I'm just going to cut these in half. You know, what I've seen over the last few years is an awful lot of recipes for burgers using brioche buns, which I dislike intensely. They're too sweet and they're just not strong enough to hold together while you're eating your burger. So yeah, but these things, they're nice, they're tasty, they're chewy, and they are strong enough to hold together. So I weighed my meat mixture and divided it in two. And I know I said you want 150 grams for each one. I've completely got that wrong somehow. I mean, you do want 150 grams, but I've got 200. So they're a bit bigger than I intended, but they'll still be wonderful, so I'm not complaining. Smash them a little bit wider. Okay, over to the stove. I'm using a cast iron griddle plate. Obviously, if you've got good weather and a barbecue, an outdoor grill, you can use that and it'll be fantastic, but it'll still be fantastic indoors on the cast iron griddle plate. So heat up your griddle plate, spray it with a bit of oil. When that's hot, place your burgers on, cook them for 4 or 5 minutes each side, then put them on a warmed plate and leave them for another 5 minutes to rest. And while that's happening, put your bread things face down on the grill to just toast it lightly. Okay, I'm going to start assembling the burgers. So I want a good dollop of the yogurt sauce, and then some lettuce, some Dijon mustard on the top bread muffin, then grab a patty, some tomato, and some radish, and pop the lid on. That's it. That's your wonderful lamb burger. Okay, taste test time, and I'm ready for this. I don't quite know how I'm going to manage it, but we'll try. Gets the meat quicker if I cut it in half. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's delicious. And very messy. Complete disaster, in fact. There you go. There we go. Lamb burger with minty yogurt sauce. Absolutely wonderful. You should try it. So, thanks for watching, and see you next time.